Let's try this anyway. I think it's recording. I'm trying to give a little bit of who I am, make you see and understand. I'm here and I'm following my dreams. Oh, the city lights, they ain't so bright, and all that noise, it's so deafening to me. I can still hear the angels when they cry. You might find it hard to see me try when you don't even open up one of your eyes. Come with me and we'll go there soon. We'll be free. Come along, let's go and we'll. I got a little something left to give and I know you want some too. So why don't you just follow me? All that pride that I took when I got on that train tonight took me back into the storm. We went there and we came out right, but I know that it's gonna stay indeed with the flowers. Sometimes we play and then we go back. Ah. anybody out there? I can't see if I'm on YouTube or not. I'm trying to give a little bit of who I am and make you see and understand. I'm here and I'm following my dream. The city lights stay so bright and all that noise it's so deafening, you see. But I can still hear the angels when they cry. It's so hard when you walk right by. You don't even open up your eyes. Maybe you'd see that it's worth knowing me. Maybe you'll come with me. We'll go and I got a little something left to give and I know you want some too. Why don't you just follow me? I tried so hard to catch that train and leave you behind. Then we came across that line. We fell down and we didn't cry, but then we carried it all away, and we're not gonna go. And I had to stay all night long. Oh yeah. I got some left to give and I know you want some too. Why don't you just follow me? City lights need to bright and all that noise, it's so deafening, you see. But I can still hear the angels when they cry. Not used to this at all. You guys see me? Am I on YouTube or am I just on a hangout? There we go. I'm in a hangout window, so we get my text message. We get my text message sent you guys with one. Oh, did we? I play it wrong. Where the hell are you? You said yourself computer illiterate. Sorry, guys. Does the mic sound better than I suppose they do with my iPad? Drum. I miss my drum kit too, man. Well, hey, we're in Rome. Ah. I don't even know what to do. I don't know nothing, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I was looking at the chat and see that. Hi. Shit. Got to get my iRig Duo Pro. That's got 2 XLR inserts on it. I'm not gonna have 4 mics. All right, I got this one. I got this one demonetized last night, so I'm gonna try and play it again and see if it happens again. So. Trouble in my way, trouble in my way, only the darkness ease my pain, only the shadow can hide my shame. Standing in the rain, standing in the rain, look at the people driving home. I'm so tired of being alone, and I know, yes I know, trouble in my way. Give me one more chance, give me one more chance, I'll tell you something you just might hate. Maybe tomorrow will be too late, and I know, yes I know, trouble in my way. Chance, give me one more chance, I'll tell you something you just might hate. Maybe tomorrow will be too late. Trouble in my way, trouble in my way, oh, gonna be darkness and hide my shame. Oh, the darkness ease my pain. And I know, yes I know, trouble in my way. And I know, oh yes I know, trouble in my way. And I know, oh yes I know, trouble in my way. Bisky. San Antonio Road. Maybe I don't know that one all that well. Oh, by the way, as long as I got you guys here, I always lose the fucking chat. I'm gonna be interviewing Amber Keys. She's the daughter of Bobby Keys, who was a sax player for Rolling Stones. But I'm gonna interview her. I was just wondering if you guys got questions that you want to ask. write them down. It'll be a couple days from now. I'll be doing that interview. Hey man, how's it going? Ow! Okay. All right. Eesh. Just not what they're used to here. I'm not feeling too good today. Yep. I need to practice the harmonica for a while. All right. Let's see. Jojo was a man who thought he was alone, but he knew it wouldn't last. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, yeah, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Sweet Loretta mother thought she was a woman, but she was another man. All the other girls, they said she's got it coming, but she gets while she can. Yeah, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Loretta. he doesn't really understand. Maybe I'm right. Maybe you're the only woman who could ever help me. Oh, won't you help me to understand? Ooh, 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 ah. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Maybe I'm afraid of the way I leave you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you help me sing a song. And I admit when I'm wrong. Maybe I'm amazed at the way that I really need you. Maybe I'm a man, maybe I'm a lonely man who knew something, oh, that he doesn't really understand. And maybe I'm a man, and maybe you're the only woman who ever helped me. Oh, baby, won't you help me to understand? Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow. Yeah. Maybe I'm made, yeah, I'm made. Oh, baby, I'm made. I'm amazed with you. I'm amazed I made it through that song. Oh, mission accomplished. I found out the mics work. How is everybody? Fucking the stream I did yesterday, I did that Foghat song. They made a claim on it, copyright claim on it. It's like, fuck. Yeah, man. Probably get copyright claims and all into it too. What the hell? I got the hangout fucking window open over there. I don't get this shit. There it is. I think it's a hangout. I didn't. I wasn't even paying attention to how many are here. I had to check out the. See if I get both mics here going. I did. Me so smart. Yeah, now you're in here. Now you don't have to type. You've had a bad day, huh? I'm gonna turn that reverb off. You'll think I'm God talking to you or something.
Can you hear me?
And that's better.
Can you hear me at all?
Not hearing any sound with you at all. Can you hear me?
Hear you. Let's see. Yeah, I've had a bad few days actually. I don't think you can hear me at all though, can you? Oh, it's coming in really late.
Why is it so fucking easy sometimes? Next time you fucking try it. Is your no, yours got in the medium. Can you see this screen that I'm looking at? The same one? You got a chat thing that's up at the top left up there, I think.
Oh.
Oh yeah, okay.
So when I say something, it's about 20 seconds before I hear it.
Oh, must be it. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. But when I speak, it seems like there's quite a bit of delay before it comes through to you.
Sparkling or whatever, but I can't. Can't hear ya.
Have you got two cameras going at the moment?
figured it out. It goes on my end. You there?
Yep.
Yeah, I had no. My audio processor. You can turn like have the computer or the main vocals for me coming through on my headphones, and I had it be turned way down. So, holy shit! What a delay!
Maybe 45 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just waiting for that delay to go away. Yeah, I just fine. So what's your bad luck today then?
That's something I said over a minute ago.
That's fucking crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Shit.
That's something I said over a minute ago as well.
We gotta clear this up so we don't fucking fall for that shit again.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm hearing myself like way later on, like through your speakers. Over a minute ago. That's something I said over a minute ago as well.
Yeah, we gotta log off of this and get back on it or something.
Yeah, okay. Let's try that again.
I think I'm gonna hang this up or mute everything here quick. All right, my mic's back on. He's gonna keep on delaying on us.
Okay. Is this working now?
Can you hear me?
I can. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There's still a delay. It's a shorter delay, but
That was like a trip after a while because I started answering you after you spoke before. Here we go again. I'm gonna shut the whole stream down. I think, and then
still a delay. It's a shorter delay, but
wow. Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
This is not Memorex. This is me.
Yeah, I'm still here.
That one was Memorex.
I don't know why this is happening, but it's a loop every, I think it extends the longer I talk. Can you hear yourself?
Try that. Can you hear me now? Is it still repeating on us or not?
Yeah, it's still repeating.
It's like a delay penalty and we put it on permanent feedback.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm hearing what I've said and what you've said, and then I hear it again like 20 or 30 seconds later.
I think what it is I had my speakers turned up and they were probably feed looping through the mic, and you're on the other side of the world, so that ends up being that kind of a delay, I'm sure. When it goes back and forth like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
funny. I'm hearing it again.
That was so funny though. I was sitting there because first you fell for it or wherever you thought I was talking to you again or whatever, and then I fell for you. You're delayed. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit!
Here it comes again. Okay.
Can you have your camera on or my camera? Do you see what's going on here? I want to show you a picture I got.
Yep, I can see it at the moment.
Okay, hold on a second.
Is the live stream still going?
It doesn't look like it. I came in through YouTube when I went to that hangout though, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta put the detail in yet, but I used oil paint, so I gotta wait for it to dry for a while. But that llama unicorn thing, I gotta use that on there. And I got to detail the writing in there. It says, "Then who created your God?" I got a story for you. And I got to detail that in yet, but
was that acrylics or watercolor?
I actually use oil paint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, just on a few places I use oil paint and I use pencil on part of it too. But it'll be a lot more detail when I get done with it. But that fucking that fucking pink llama fucking with it. You got that picture that I sent you of that, didn't you?
Which one? Oh yeah, of course. The original of
the God, so fucking funny. Yeah, that's not a formal argument. Yeah, early pink unicorn thingy llama.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel, it's about 30 seconds later than the Hangout's call.
I think that's what it was. I put I muted that off, and then it seemed like the delay went away after that.
I've still got it up, and so I'm hearing you in the YouTube. Actually, I'll just close down the YouTube.
I know what it is. I had a 30. When I live streamed it out there, I put a 30-second delay on it for it or something. I think that's an automatic setting on mine, or a default setting, I should. So you can do that for in case got rebel welders like you that come in and swear a lot online or something.
Troublemakers, you mean? Okay, I've closed down the YouTube. Is that clearer now? Can you hear me?
I can hear. I can hear you fine.
No delay or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting the echo anymore, so it was me having the YouTube channel still up.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it happened to me too. My problem was solved after that.
Yeah, so I made some pot brownie for my daughter. And she was selling it to her classmates at school and stuff.
Oh, no.
And her mother found it, and her mother hates me. So she reported it to the police. Now, Neve's in trouble, and I'm waiting for the police to turn up because pot brownie in New Zealand is classed as a manufactured drug, Class B.
Okay.
Which means I could get prison time or, fines and shit like that.
Hot.
Pot brownie, I'm talking about really mild. I tried it after I made it to make sure it wouldn't be bad for the kids or anything. It was a mild high at best. I'm so pissed off about it, you would not believe.
Oh, man.
And it's because her mother wanted to get me into trouble. So now Neve is in trouble and is off school because instead of just approaching her, her mother, Paula, went to the police.
Oh, man. Yeah, a woman scorned. Is that the fucking saying? Is how that saying goes?
Well, the thing is, I'm broke, mate. I have basically nothing. I gave her the house and everything when we split, and she's got a good job. She's got a good partner. They've got a nice house. We broke up like 10 years ago.
Well,
11 years ago, maybe.
Did you already have to give your testimony? You're pretty much guilty and caught? Or how does that work with your...
Oh, no, they haven't even come around, but I expect they'll come around with, the full yah. They'll have police dogs and shit, and they'll search the house. It'll be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't have to worry about in California. It's legal to have it on you. You can't go to a store and buy it yet, but it is legal to possess an ounce on you. So. Yeah,
well, I mean, we were talking about this 20, 25 years ago in New Zealand, that we should have changed the law back then. But no, we're going to be like the last fucking country the last Western country to change our laws. Even Australia's got most of their states are either decriminalised or legalised now, and we're so far behind. And once upon a time, we used to have the best pot in the world.
Hawaii and actually, Matanuska had the best for a while. I remember that. Fuck. Matanuska Thunderfuck.
Yeah, you know how they used to do. Well, they still do the pot cup. They had it in Amsterdam, and people from all around the world would send strains of pot, and they would judge them. Well, New Zealand won in the 90s so many times because we had such good strains of pot, really high THC, really nice smelling. It was primo. That's when we should have decriminalised or legalised, But now it's 20 years too late.
Yep.
And we're behind the ball.
We're going back. We're going backwards with fucking Trump in the fucking presidency. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can be a conservative and fucking like that guy or go on. There's just so much confirmation bias with people, isn't there?
Well, the thing is the same goes for Clinton.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But then for me, it's bizarre for me because I know a lot of liberal Americans who, they're Democrat supporters, and I'm like, have you actually seen the Democrat policies? They're not liberal at all.
All they are is corporate fucking shills. They're just guys.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
And Republican or Democrat, there seems to be so little difference. There, it's just like, what choice is there for the majority of Americans who consider themselves liberal?
Bad thing is, it's coming to the rest of the world, corporate fucking America. So it ain't us.
Too late. It's already there.
I guess it's just part of the world, way the world's going. I really don't know. I don't want to sound like a despot, but pretty much there's really not much you can do unless you fucking, I don't know, unless you had an army, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's a...
Look at that. What would that do? You'd be fucking. U.S. with the military is fucking. Yeah, I hate our country in a lot of ways. But don't tell the fucking guys down south that I said that. I have to fucking kick their ass.
But that's the thing, it became a globalist corporation. And you could say there are lots of corporations, but really they act as one. They act with a single interest in mind.
Number one priority, in fact, it's a law, is that you have to make a profit for your fucking stockholders. That's right. There should be a red flag all the way for you.
And in the States, I believe it's law that you have to try and exceed the profit that you made in the last annual year. And that makes, that is just a disgusting practice. It's like, let's encourage supernormal profit making. Well, hey, that doesn't actually do wonders for anybody except for the owners of the company, which are always the minority.
It's a big fat cat fucking cigar smoking greedy fuckers that want to promote that fucking ideology to people, saying it's a great fucking way to do things. It works,
Yeah. It certainly works for some people, doesn't it? Fucking for the minority, for the 1%ers.
Yep. Or the 0.1, 0.00.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. But as you say, what can we do about it? There's fuck all that we can do.
Yeah, I mean, what the best you can do really is start your local governments and get the bullshit out of your local government, and then kind of go from there. That's kind of the way it usually has worked.
Yeah.
That seems different. There seems to be a different type of. I always wonder if there's any correlation with social media being a cause and the different attitudes in people. And I understand, there's more propaganda going through social media, but just the aspect of it is a different way of communicating with people. Are we changing in a way? There's a culture now because of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But in what ways are we changing is what I'm wondering.
Well, I think it's making people more aware that the mainstream media was the same as social media.
I go on Facebook and I see people fucking falling for those fake memes all the time and shit. It's like, ugh.
It's amazing how many times I'll pick up like an article from, say, like the UK, The Guardian or Wall Street Journal, and I'll try and source it, and 3 or 4 links down the source, I'll find it's a blog. So the original story came from a fucking blog, someone's opinion piece, someone who's fucking either a nobody or has, a few thousand followers, but is essentially nobody. And by the time it's gone through 3 or 4 different sources, it's now mainstream, legitimate news.
I gotta talk to my brother here real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I never mind. My phone fucking went dead. Yeah, go ahead. Hold on a second.
I'm just going to go and grab a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. My phone went dead right when you called too. So.
What was that?
Well, my phone went dead right when my brother called. So.
Oh, that sucks.
All that shit. Like, fuck.
Yeah, my vape died just seconds ago too, so I'm sitting here without a smoke now. And I've had to get rid of all my pots, so I'll have to get my camera working.
Huh?
I'll have to get my camera working.
Yeah, you promised me to see you for that one time. I never got to. It never happened.
Well, I've got a camera here. It won't detect, but that could be that I haven't got the software for it. I just thought it would auto detect.
No worries, it's not necessary.
Sorry?
It's not necessary to have a camera.
Oh no. I just thought, seeing as I've got one, I might as well use it.
Yeah. Did I give you that link to a friend of mine that has a racing drone?
Yeah, that was cool.
Man, that fucking cool, huh, man? That Night Fury is the one that I checked out too. He was on that one video that he that Superman. But he's oh man, you gotta check out some of his stuff. He's doing those obstacle courses, going through his little hole about as big as the freaking drone itself.
Yeah, and the control that he had of the drone was amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I gotta smoke.
Yeah, I see you've had that smoke for bloody ages. Is that a real smoke? A real cigarette?
I do that especially like if I work in construction or whatever. I'll put it in my mouth and I won't light it for about 3 hours. It'll just hang my lip.
That's a good thing though. That cuts down on the consumption.
Yeah. I don't know. For all the chemicals we were exposed to growing up.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got much of a chance to not get some kind of cancer. Just depends upon how aggressive cancer you get. Maybe.
Well, I'm actually of the belief that cancer's genetic, inherited.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, my family, both sides of the family, there's no cancer on either side, but we've had the in-laws have died of cancer who aren't of either Dawson or Peter's blood, and it's just sad to see that when we've had generations and generations who haven't had cancer, but a lot of us have been smokers for years and shit. My father was smoking for 45 years. You'd think that would be enough, but he quit. He just dropped it cold turkey when he was coming up 60.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jamie.
What's that?
I said, hey, I'm talking to Phil right now from New Zealand.
Talking to who? Huh?
No, he's a Kiwi. He's a guy from New Zealand.
Oh, somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
This your little bro.
Yeah, right when he called it, like poof on me.
Yeah, I got some ribs. Are you hungry?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, why not?
I want to come over and change and go to the gym and try to move your right now.
Cool.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.
Sounds good. Later. Now I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker.
I'm just going to find my other vape. I'll be right back. You're actually smoking. You're smoking a smoke.
I'm smoking it. I haven't figured out how to. I haven't figured out how to do it. That was a different way of doing a live stream. I couldn't quite figure out how to freaking work it when I first did it.
Yeah.
Errors on the stuff or whatever the live control room shit or whatever on the Hangouts that says that it's not loading or whatever. So I don't know what's wrong.
Could that be something to do with the delay or
No,
something else?
that delay is for like if you want to have a clean channel and you want to be able to red button the swear words or whatever.
Oh, okay.
That's what that I think. That's
So you've got a 30-second head start.
30 seconds, yeah. But the way you ramble on, I could take all 30 seconds of it.
Oh, you better not get an Aussie on then.
Now, what was I gonna say? I was thinking of something. Can't remember now. Oh, I made friends on Twitter with this one guy. He saw that science read I did. He's from Tasmania. I said, yeah, the guy already. He said a good job on it, or whatever. And I said, well, thanks for not pointing out that I pronounced Rotoro wrong.
Oh, their place names are just as bad.
on his bio, he goes to Antarctica sometimes for his job, so he must be taking data samples down there or something, huh?
Oh, that'd be wicked.
Yeah. Antarctica would be. I think that is kind of on my bucket list somehow for some reason.
Yeah, I'd love to get out there, but you know, it's either $10,000+ on a cruise ship, or you have to be in a field that they want you there, you know, climatology or meteorology mainly.
Yep. But unless you're Moncton, then you could be whatever.
Oh, then you can just fucking spiel whatever bullshit you think and get away with it.
I mean, you could ask for a more stereotypical guy for the bad guy, because he just has that nice look with his glass eye or whatever.
Fucking with his glass brain. Oh, I'm just so sick of him and people like Steven Crowder and stuff perpetuating the myth.
I put a video up last night.
Yeah, I watched that pothole video. I'm a bit ahead of the curve because I've been arguing with people about sea level rises and everything. You remember his one from about 9 months ago about the net ice mass increase in Antarctica.
Yeah, yep. I was the one that wrote on a Potholer's discussion page, and then he put his eye on Potholer. Or not Crowder. I fucking that's when I first started on comment threads, and I just felt like helpless, like there was nothing I could do. So I went to Potholer's discussion page and said, "That son of a bitch fucking didn't even give the fucking northern ice sheet in his fucking thing there." And it was like, yeah, I saw that.
Well, get this. Do you know what it currently is as of the last data from 2016?
And no, I don't.
It'll make you even more pissed off. The ice sheet in Greenland is about 250 billion tons per year loss.
Yeah.
Approximately. What do you think Antarctica is?
It's got to be up there too, because
It's 150 billion ton loss last year. So they're both in loss. 400 billion tons plus or minus 60 billion tons. That's a fuckload. We had 3.4 millimeter increase in global sea levels, and the average throughout the 20th century was 1.7. Well, 3.4 is actually low. We're averaging over 3.4 for this century, for the last 17 years, which is double last century, and it seems to be increasing as an average over the years. 3.4 is low, but the average is going over and over. So we'll have like 5 millimeters each year, and then 6 millimeters, and then 7 millimeters. By the time it gets to 2050, we'll be looking at just in that first 50 years, maybe half a meter, they reckon, because it increases at an exponential. What's that?
I can't wait.
Isn't it great? It's just awesome.
I remember fucking on a comment thread with this one guy. He went by the name of Bob Finn, but he ended up changing his avatar. He's just your typical troll, the stereotypical troll for the internet, you know. But
yeah,
I'm sure he's paid fucking dipshit for the fucking oil companies or something. Because that's all he did. He'd even do like Kristen did. I don't know if you've read a lot of her stuff, but just using these trying to look like it's science or whatever. Use the wedge fucking technique or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I hate people that fucking argue out of fallacies.
Ignorance. Yeah. They like this guy that I was having a spat with on Crowder's video. I started off with presenting like, you know, you really need to know what you're talking about. And these are the current figures, and this is from 2016. These are the sea levels. This is the same source that Stephen Crowder is using. This is NASA, you know, and he comes back going, what about the IPCC, what they've been saying? What about the NOAA and blah, 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 and going on about stuff. And I'm like, well, actually, I remember reading the IPCC studies back in 2014, but I don't really know. So I went and checked out. And of course, the guy hasn't actually read them. He doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. And so when I start questioning him on it, it's completely over his head. And he's saying, the NOAA says there's a linear change in tide levels as seen over this last century. And so I look, and of course, the NOAA, the National Oceanographic, blah, 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 it's an American
Don't forget Al Gore
society.
has
Yeah, and of course, their data, when they do graphs, they do mean linear graphs. So the type of graph that they use produces a linear result because that's the type of graph that they use. And I was like, you don't even know what the basic terminology means. And you're trying to tell me that they're saying something that they're not saying because you don't understand the data.
It's just funny how people go like they think they. I mean, I almost hate admitting it because it's embarrassing for him. But I had this friend of mine. He believed that perpetual motion was possible or something close to it, and I couldn't tell you how much. And he was kind of the one that really got me in gear on because he's kind of a little bit of a Bible thumper or whatever. But we were jam buddies for fucking years and years. But I spent about 5 years finally convincing him that perpetual motion wasn't possible.
Well,
and
you'll hate me for this.
My life when it comes to that.
You'll hate me for this, Tim, but perpetual motion is possible. It's just only on such small scales that it just wouldn't mean anything. It couldn't produce the energy required.
The universe is perpetual, and so as far as we're going so far, but
yeah, and it's like they think that things on the tiniest, the microscopic, or the what do they call the quantum levels transfers easily into macro, and it doesn't. It's like that's why we see it as non-intuitive, because it doesn't do the same things that we see macro. Like, what we see acts in one way, but
exactly
at quantum levels it doesn't act in the same way, and we still don't know how to.
You know what? It's also the fact that it is irrelevant to you and your particular state of mind or danger. You're not in danger from it, right off the bat. So
exactly, if you're talking about perpetual motion, you're talking about something that's at a macro level, aren't you? Really? So you're trying to say it can be done in reality, but in reality, that's not how physics works.
Okay, perpetual motion machines aren't.
Yeah,
they're just not. They don't work.
Yeah, there has to be a loss somewhere. There has to be friction. There has to be energy loss somewhere.
Period. Yeah. I mean, what is it? The third law of thermodynamics, right? Is to get this absolute zero is impossible, because even when it gets down so close to that, it's the particles still move because they don't get crystallized in perfect. At absolute zero, everything is crystallized in perfect formation.
Yeah, I've never understood entropy theory. It's one of those things that I get to a point and I'm going, well, everything else being equal, it can never hit this zero.
Yeah.
But then you've got physicists like Krauss who's saying, look, the net energy in any system is zero. There will be, positive and negative, and it will always equal zero. I'm still unsure of how he comes to that conclusion, but he's the professional with the PhD.
There's a whole fucking wall with a fucking formula on there to figure out how he comes to that conclusion.
And some things I have to just go, these guys know more than me. I can try to understand it.
I was on Twitter too. I met a lot of really freaking brilliant scientists and stuff on Twitter, which is pretty cool because I didn't know them before. But this one girl, she was like a mathematics student, and she put some of her pages up that she was studying, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I think it was something about something proposition. I can't remember what it was. And it was like, what the fuck is that even? That was the first sentence in there.
Yeah. I did maths. I did quantum analysis for 1 year, and I just went, nah, I don't know if I'll ever use it. And I certainly don't understand it as well as I should.
Geometry is pretty useful for me as a carpenter, so.
True. Yeah. I mean, there are lots of scientists out there that have a very good theoretical knowledge of a specified field, very limited knowledge base, though, in the greater scheme of things. But to gain the knowledge that they have in that specified field takes years. And nobody has that time to do that for many different fields. That's just the way it is. You have to go with, these guys know what they're talking about. They've spent years doing it. They've done the theory. They've actually done as much as they can in practical, demonstrable hypothesis testing. So, we have to take their word that what they're saying is right. And there's just too many fucking armchair scientists that think they know more than the fucking specialists.
Like Moncton.
Like Moncton. Especially like Moncton.
Hey, Crowder, he's another motherfucker.
Crowder is just a mouthy shit.
There aren't too many people I look at and go, what a dishonest fucking piece of fucking shit that should be fucking slapped around and fucking taken for a blanket party ride,
Well, as I said to you last time we talked about Crowder, it's to me he's been created by the same thing on the left. We've got liberal people who don't know shit about what they're talking about, and they spout shit, and then we've got idiots on the right rebuking them, spouting shit, and neither party knows what they're fucking talking about, and it's so irritating to see that so many people follow them.
Yeah. Yep, everything's good here. Timmy, look at these.
Oh, thanks.
Love you, Mom.
Hey, Phil.
Hey.
Hey, Phil.
Is this
Check
your
out them
brother?
ribs, Phil. Look at them ribs.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh.
The best kid
Hold them higher. Oh, yeah. That looks lovely. In your polystyrene container. Jeez.
I was gonna the one I couldn't get that stem fixed on there. Something wrong with that stem or something. On the Cannondale. Then I was gonna take the other one for a ride, but I didn't get there. I was gonna take the.
Where's the tire? I'll show you the stem. You gotta use the right thing, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. What? No, to fill the tire up?
Yeah, I filled it up. But I don't know.
What stinks, the garbage barrel?
I have no idea. What the hell's it?
Oh, that's what stinks, oh my God. Holy shit. Thank God it's garbage day tomorrow, huh?
That's why it stinks.
No, Timmy. Why do you think the air went out? The stem?
It's leaking into somehow the valve thing on it doesn't work right. Yeah, so
Here. This has to come out first off.
you want to listen to it?
Oh, no, it's threaded.
But there's something wrong with it. It was bent when I looked at it before. But yeah. And eat.
Heat them up a little bit too.
I think I might eat a couple first though.
I'm going to the gym. I'll fix that when I get back.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, they're good actually.
You don't get stuff like that in New Zealand unless you're paying, $25 odd for a pack that size.
Yeah. Not much cattle, livestock there.
No, no, no. Oh, no.
I didn't.
Timmy?
I didn't write it.
Okay.
I think per capita we've got like the second or third most cattle beasts in the world, and the second only to Australia in sheep.
Plenty of confined hogs in America.
Our livestock is certainly far too much. I think it's insane. But nearly all export meat. Meat in New Zealand is quite expensive.
Well, you're on an island, so.
How's that sock Timmy using?
Yeah, looks great.
Cool, I love it.
Now, excuse me, like, fill my face. I knew I couldn't stop with just one.
Oh wow, that's quite interesting. Our livestock numbers have come down quite considerably.
Big drop in the stock market?
No, I don't know why. It looks like dairy cattle and total cattle has come up slightly from about 10 million to 12 million, but sheep has come down from 70 million to just over 30 million in the last 40 years. I guess it must be the wool market, because the wool market had a big bust in the early 90s, and I guess it just put people off farming sheep. I didn't realise it'd come down that much, though.
Yeah. I suppose wool's though. Wool socks, that's about it.
Wow.
Everything else can be synthesized.
Yeah.
That's even better because it wicks better. There's maybe impractical. I don't care what it looks like. I just want to fucking keep the fucking moisture off of me.
Exactly. And well, as that tendency goes, is more expensive than synthetic fabrics. So
Yeah.
you go with the cheap. Wow. That's
Socks
the
made
first
by
time I've.
China.
Sorry.
Promising future of drones.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, as far as being a socialist group of people, China sure is one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say they're less socialist than people think.
Yeah.
They're buying up a shitload of land in New Zealand, Chinese interests,
Well,
big,
whatever
big farms.
on our people seems to work pretty good. The beehive mentality or whatever they got.
An educated mentality. I was
Yeah.
having a look at the average IQ of Shanghai, a city that's nearly 5 times the population of New Zealand, but the average IQ is, I think it was 108. That's their mean. So they're producing an educated people.
There's something about them too. There's something about their genetics. Any one of my friends that were from Asia, math was nothing to them. They were freaking straight A.
And it's, like all maths and science, because it's a hard subject where, when I say hard, it's got a firm answer. There's a correct, there's a right, and there's a wrong. And they can understand that. Whereas the softer subjects, the ones that are more to do with feelings, emotions, and
Yeah.
the arts in general, are something that they don't get so much. But the competition is so high that those hard subjects demand higher grades. So you've got all that competition, all driving to get the 100% to be correct in every way. And I guess when you've got that level of competition, you just have to be better. There's no alternative. You're either, getting the high marks, or you're not going through to university.
To be the best of the best, you got to be better than
Yep.
everybody else.
And that's why they produce so many more people in the STEM fields. Same with India. India and China are just out producing STEM field PhDs compared to Europe, compared to America, compared to Oceania. They're just ripping us apart. And there's always work in the STEM fields, whether it's in China or in Asia, or whether they go somewhere else and work because there's a lack of qualified people. There's always going to be a need for people in the STEM fields because that's where innovation comes from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we do have the artificial intelligence getting to the point too where it's going to make a lot of jobs unnecessary. And I know they keep saying that, but there's going to have to be a time when we have to decide the economy isn't going to work out, or we're going to have people starving to death because there just isn't going to be work in this economy.
Yeah.
What I've heard people talk about is a minimum wage, a minimum living wage that you get permanently no matter what. Everybody gets it, and then after that you can get rich if you want.
Yeah, that's really hard under a capitalist system to pull off.
No, it would have to. You have to have China's mentality to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Not giving them bloodthirsty pieces of shit any credit for that's not due to them, but
And the problem is most of that wealth held by the elite, held by the 0.1%,
Yep.
is just zeros and ones. It isn't
Not only is
anything.
the wealth, it's not the wealth, it's the power that comes with it. They feed off of that. That's just what you got there.
Yeah.
You see some rich, powerful people do pretty stupid things that you think, wow, nobody else would do that.
Well, you only need to look at Trump for that. Mind you, he's not, a complete moron. He obviously has talents and he obviously has brains in some aspects, but that doesn't mean he has common sense. It certainly doesn't mean that he has knowledge like he thinks he does about fucking a multiple range of subjects that, you do well in business. Well, you're good at business. Good on you. It doesn't mean shit about your ability in science.
My knowledge spans all disciplines of science. Right. That's a claim that some of them guys are basically making.
But there's one thing that you got to say for the guy. He knows politics. For someone who's never been involved, he knew how to play the game. He knew how to make the most out of going to the right places and doing things that obviously other people didn't see. And that's business acumen. That's, knowing the market and going after the markets that you're weakest and pushing your product, which, for him was a cult of personality.
Ooh, that was delish, man. I'll tell you that right now.
You bastard.
That's a lot hungrier than I thought. But wow, that was good stuff. Yeah, they got Ray Diamond show. They got good fucking catering, man. Holy shit.
Well, it's good to see you eating pork. Now I know you're not Islamic.
You know that Amadio Donavo or whatever, that one guy? I gave him shit about that too. I said, eat fucking bacon, you son of a bitch.
Yep. Who would have thought bacon is our uniting front?
Christians. What else? Wear a coat of many colors. That was another abomination. And what's an abomination really? That's pretty vague, isn't it? It's like, that's an abomination. Something that pissed you off. Well, okay.
It's an abomination unto God. That means you don't get to be in his presence. So you don't have to give eternal praise to him, apparently. Fucking. I just can't even understand the whole idea. I tried to broach it with my mother, who is a Christian, one time, and I tried to broach it with her in the simplest way possible. You think you're going to heaven. Now, heaven is, the most wonderful place to you. You know that me, my brother, my sister, and your husband won't be there. So how can it be the best place for you if you love us? How could that be eternally blissful for you, knowing that all your family is going to hell? Doesn't make sense, Mum.
Well, then basically, and if she does get that answer, then it's like, well, then basically you're saying that your mind's going to be white blank anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You might as well just do whatever the hell you want.
Yep. If you're not going to be the same person that you were in life, then, well, what are you going for eternal life for? What's that whole thing about? You're either who you are or you're not. And if you're not, well, then, as you say, what's the point of trying to...
It's just stretching it too far when you say the conscience is going to be some sort of eternal soul or something. It's like, no, that's just, it just ain't going to work.
The whole thing about eternal damnation too gets me. You know, when people go, "Oh, you're gonna be in hellfire for the rest of for all of eternity," and I'm like, "Well, how's the fire gonna burn me? Got no body."
They just They remind me of somebody that's like sitting there, curled in the corner with a fucking crucifix, fucking praying all fucking night long, Anytime I see people that say you're gonna burn in hell.
Yeah, the threat of hell has always been the most amusing thing for me.
Yeah, I didn't pay much attention to it. We never had religion in our family at all. I mean, my mom had a crush on a priest at one time, and we had to go to a CCD class, me and my brother, but that would last about 2 weeks because I fucking called the fucking priests or the teachers, they're fucking idiots already in a week.
Oh, I was going to Sunday school and stuff when I was young. Mum took me along when she went to church, and they hated me. The Sunday school teachers hated me. They always would approach Mum about the questions that I asked. And of course, the worst thing was that then they would give me literature to read, which at a young age, I was reading and absorbing to a greater extent of understanding than they had. Yeah. And that would fuck them because they'd give me the literature, I'd read it, and then I'd come back with questions.
I mean, I never went to church ever except for CCD. Remember that? That was about it. You know what CCD is?
It's got to be some sort of Christian.
Well, it's there's public, and then you got parochial school, wherever there's religious schools, and if you went to public school, you weren't getting the proper Bible classes or whatever. So CCD was a Wednesday night thing that the public school kids that were still, followers of the faith or whatever could go to and learn about the stuff in the Bible in CCD class. That's what it's called every Wednesday night. It's like I think basically you're called not a true Catholic by doing that too. So.
God.
It wasn't bad by where we grew up. Texas would have been fucking horrible.
Yeah, there'd be a whole lot of places in America that would be fucking horrible, I bet.
Yeah. If I would be within 50 miles of Westboro, I'd be fucking pretty bent on probably making some waves.
Oh, God.
It's just a shame that people just fall that far into it. I guess I could see how it happened, because minds are delicate instruments. They can go out of whack,
Well, especially if you get it from a young age and it's indoctrinated into you that
that does not help. I mean,
but it's just the same as believing in Father Christmas or Santa Claus, I think you call it over there, or any number of ridiculous beliefs that are actually propagated on children at a young age, or were in our generation, not so much these days.
I think about all the way that my family, even though we weren't religious, the way that parents lie to the children and sort of perpetuate that, if you want to perpetuate it, they perpetuate lies they teach you how to lie or ever be deceitful. That's kind of to protect you, and that's the excuse. But now what do we got here then?
It's I was reading a study last year about lying as a trait is actually a beneficial trait. That it's a beneficial social trait because if you're honest, and I can testify to this, if you're honest and you tell the truth to people, they don't like it.
Absolutely.
They always say that they want to hear the truth. As soon as you start, especially with women, if you tell women the truth about questions they ask, you are bound to get in the shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like about anything Manabasco, where there's a street epistemology. That's a different approach on going after somebody's beliefs. But I'm not
Make them
patient to do
question
that.
themselves. Yeah, yeah. I've never been overly patient.
I'd be pretty snarky and get my opinion involved in the questioning. I know that.
Well, especially what I really hate is when you engage someone who's, it doesn't matter if it's religion or any ideology, and you engage them and you put a premise out there, you follow it with another logical premise, and you come to a conclusion, and they go, "Yep, understand that." And then you go, "Okay, now we'll use these same premises and we'll work to the same conclusion, except it's something that you believe in." And suddenly, there's a cognitive dissonance that just comes up straight away because it's something that they believe in, even though they've followed through the same process.
Yeah.
And that irritates me because I find that disingenuous. It's intentionally dishonest.
What is that? Repeating the same result when you keep on getting a falsification? Is it insanity or something?
Well, for instance, this is someone that you probably very well aware of in his opinions is Aaron Ra and feminism, and he follows this the same process that he would use to say that religion is not a truism or not an axiom that he believes in, and you follow it through with feminism, and he's directly contradicting himself, saying that his belief in feminism is because of this, and then he'll say, this is what feminism is, and he'll read out the dictionary definition while ignoring that there are two definitions, and he'll only work with one, and then it's just the same with Christianity. When he goes with Christianity, oh no, it's not just this definition, it's the encyclopedic definition that we use for Christianity. And it's just like, oh man.
And I think Arm is a person capable of seeing it eventually too, though, maybe.
I've watched him on live streams and just been pulling out my hair because he's said with one line, not all feminists, basically, and then finished with, but all feminists believe this. And a sentence earlier, he said, not all feminists are like this.
I don't know what it means anymore. It's been that word just turned into a pejorative so fast. It was like, wow, whatever.
Yeah, it's because it's, well, once again, it's a movement. It's an ideology rather than a position, whereas atheism is a position rather than an ideology.
Yeah, there you have it.
And, it's, certainly that's a minor thing for Aaron, but people go to some just obscene lengths to justify their ideologies, to deny their ideologies are ideologies. That's one thing that really gets me.
My mom was a really good cognist person, and I saw that a lot. And maybe that's what helps me see it. Maybe that's why I'm skeptical. I can see that in people or something. So I was used to. I could tell my mom was lying. She was good at it. She was good at being, telling you something and making you believe it. I mean, that was kind of not a con guy, but he owned a bar and he was really good with people and he was pretty slick. So I guess I inherited those.
I guess if you're dealing with lots of different people, certainly you learn so much more, and a bar must be one of the best places for it. Eh? Is that still that same one cigarette?
Oh, that's a picture, man.
How much does it cost for a pack of cigarettes over there?
About 10 bucks.
$10 for a pack of 20s.
Yeah.
That's good, cheap. It's like $26 here.
Yeah, I know. Well, we don't have that expensive healthcare. We just use the emergency rooms here,
Expensive healthcare, you say?
Yeah, we don't have a really good healthcare. We just got the expensive stuff. So.
Oh yeah. So if you get lung cancer, you're on your own, mate. That's how it goes.
Pretty much. You were born, suffer. We're gonna make money off it too while we're doing it. Now, anything like to me, for-profit stuff should not be in the commons, which is healthcare and like water, so drinking supply for water. That should not be. That should be in the commons.
That's disgusting, eh? You know, making people pay for the basics of life, and water is one.
Healthcare should be an absolute right. If we have the ability to do it, we have the ability to give everybody that. Why shouldn't everybody have the right to have it?
Yeah, the whole thing about Obamacare and that being revoked. When Obamacare came in, I was saying to my liberal friends in America at that stage, I was saying, you know, it's shit. They're trying to convince you that putting this through to insurance is a good idea, but it's not. It's not public health care at all. You look at Canada, look at Australia, look at New Zealand, look at England. You know, what you're doing is you're just privatizing it under a different name. This is fucking ridiculous.
Prisons and healthcare, why are they on the fucking for-profit fucking list?
Prisons, that blows me away. Where did they get that model from?
What should I lobby for? I'm on the prison complex over there. I think I'll lobby for better laws, stricter laws, longer sentences.
It's insane. And yeah, it seems to be. It's just bizarre that these things can get through in any government, whether it's Republican or Democrat. Even if you had, well, of course you don't have third-party governments because they just don't happen in America for some reason, even though your system's perfectly set up to handle third parties. But even if it was a third party, if they were putting through policies like that in New Zealand or Australia, there'd be letter-writing campaigns. You'd just be swamping the MPs, or in your case, the Senate or the House of Representatives, whatever. You'd just be swamping them with, no, we're not going to accept this. And if you put this through, you will not get a second term. You will be out on your ass. But in America, it seems to be like, oh, we can't do much about it. And just everybody plays along. Do you find that? Or is there a lot of grassroots politics going on and I just don't notice?
There kind of is. Check out a blue dot in Texas. He's just a regular common guy, but he does rants or whatever, and it's pretty much about Trump. It's watching him. He's a Texas guy,
Yeah.
Blue dot in Texas. Go to his channel. You might even enjoy him, but and grassroots right there. That one's spread all over. And otherwise, it just seems once the corporate fucking fingers touch a fucking person, they all of a sudden change. So.
Yeah. I mean, your system seems so well set up to prevent that sort of shit happening. having a three-tiered government system for a start, and it is, it seems so manipulated by money that the voters aren't getting a say at all. System for a start, and it is, it seems so manipulated by money that the voters aren't getting a say at all. System for a start, and it is, it seems so manipulated by money. I heard that 3 times.
Where did you ever get that idea from? And really weren't my ancestors, but when America split up from Britain, it was all about the taxes then, about paying, about the corporations not paying enough taxes. Yeah, to be exact.
It's like,
what that was. What's that?
it's like they've just traded one aristocracy for another. It's just, the aristocracies. Hey, Blue.
Hey, what's up, JD? What's up, PvP? What's up, guys, man?
Hey.
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Chilling, talking shit, talking politics and religion.
This is the usual shit you talk about.
That's why we look so depressed.
You ever heard the idea or the statistic that there are very few atheists in jail?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I set out to change that. I couldn't tolerate Christians beating us there, so is that a bass I hear?
It's kinda.
Oh. That is, wow, close enough. Sounded like a bass to me. But I advise you that if you're ever in the Huskow, do not discuss religion in any way, shape, or form if you can avoid it.
And the where?
Yeah, it doesn't.
The Huskow, the Pokey, up the river.
Oh.
The Iron Bar Hotel.
I wonder how bad it is in New Zealand.
How bad what is?
You know, that's I never thought about New Zealand jails until today. I would bet there are not a lot of New Zealanders, Kiwis in jail relative to, well,
we've got the third highest per capita imprisonment rate. Great.
Really?
Yeah.
Behind us and who?
China, I think it is.
China, the U.S., and then Kiwi land? No.
Yeah, we've got
really
a stupid amount of people in prison. Remembering we've only got about 4.5 million population.
Right.
It has been coming down though. I'm glad to see. Just looking at the stats here, I'm fucking glad to see that. We've got about 10,500 people at the moment. 10,500. So, yeah, out of 4.5 million, that's what, 1 in 400. It's not as bad as it used to be by a lot. Well, that's really good to see. It's come down just over the last couple of years, I see.
I certainly don't think of Kiwis as violent. I mean, is it what type of crime is this? Is it violent crime or or thieves or layabouts, stealing shit, breaking into people's homes. This type of crap.
It's the same as America, mostly drug offences, and then
Watch some Cajun fuckers play, right? Fuck.
That's another show, as Phil Donahue used to say. Have you ever been out of Kiwi land, PvP? Have you traveled like Austin or
to Australia and to Thailand, but nothing too major. They're sort of the close hops for us. I was going to come to America this year with my daughter, but we cancelled. So I don't know if that will be happening.
You have a daughter? I thought you were a young kid. I thought PvP was like 9.
No, my son's 19 and my daughter's just about 16.
Well, they're out of jail. They're helping.
Thank fuck.
Thanks,
but yeah, I was just telling Tim that my daughter got caught with some pot brownie, and I'm waiting for the police to turn up and come and say hello to me because I made it. And in New Zealand, that's a Class B drug because it's manufactured.
Are they going to come and see you? Or might they just say, well, fuck it?
They are.
Your daughter a good kid, cause no trouble?
Not really. she's a good kid, but she hasn't gone to school and stuff. She has a real problem with authority. She's got a type of autism called PDA.
I like her already. She's the only one in this world.
Well, if I was diagnosed, I probably would have been diagnosed with the same type of autism, but of course, 25 years ago, autism was hardly even heard of.
Right, that's true, man.
It was severe, severe autism. You couldn't cope with being touched or talking to people and stuff back in my day. It was an intellectual handicap. But these days, they sort of apply the label to just about anything. She has pathological.
They already put the word pathological in there. You don't have to say anymore.
No, that's not true.
You wait until you hear it. In our days, we would have called it just acting up. I should know this off the top of my head. Pathological demand avoidance. So it means that basically, if you're told to do something, she goes, fuck no. But if you ask her to do something, she's fine. But if she's told to do something, the foot comes down, there's no fucking way she's going to be doing it.
This often happens with Jason Burns. Unless you suggest it to him, unless you say, this is a suggestion, that boy will not listen to a word you say.
And that's probably exactly the characteristics that they now call PDA autism.
You live in Auckland, right?
Yeah, just having a look through the material here.
Right, PvP?
Sorry, what was that? Blue?
You live near Auckland, right? That's what I recall.
No, just out of Wellington.
Oh, okay. Really?
About 15 k's north in a town called Pororua.
Wellington, underrated city. Much all the credit, but Wellington is cool.
Auckland's a horrible city.
Oh,
My
wow.
brother was-
Hey, stop right there. Oh, slow down there. It's like the cities of Aussie. You sound like an Aussie with the way they talk bad about their other cities. They all hit on Brisbane. Ooh, man, Aussies talk bad about Brisbane, man.
Really? Fuck. I love Brisbane.
I
That's
ain't been
a
there.
beautiful city.
It's dirty, man. These Aussies, it's all dirty. Brisbane is dirty, man. You don't want to go there, man. I don't know.
Here in a while.
Maybe the Aussie would know better than me, I guess. So.
Yeah, I guess so. I remember when I visited Sydney, it was dirty. Fucking the harbour was just full of rubbish.
Really?
Yeah, you'd sit in, by the harbour and you could hear the bottles and the plastic and stuff clinking and hitting each other because it was just covered. But I would hope that they've cleaned that shit up by now. Something that really detracts from a harbour is having a lot of rubbish in it. Like in Wellington Harbour, only a few years back, a friend of mine came over from Texas and we took her around the harbours in Wellington and killer whales in the harbour. A family of killer whales. And, you don't get that where there's lots of pollutants because the killer whales and seals and stuff stay away. Well, we have seals on the beach only 20 k's away from where I am. They've got a colony, so, it's wonderful to be able to go and see the wildlife that close.
Well, here, I'll tell you guys a story about how crazy they were with us Americans back in the day. Because I was very young, I was down to the zoo, and we got to ride the elephant. You got to ride the elephant, man.
Wow.
Now, of course, they would not do anything that stupid, but and here's what I remember is you had to pass a test to ride the elephant. And you know who gave the test? The elephant.
Oh, really?
They lined us all up. Okay, line up and put your right hand out and don't move. So we all line up, all these little kids, and the elephant and even though I was a little kid, until you're next to that motherfucker, you don't know how big this thing is. So this big stuff comes down, and it would like rub your hand and then go, all right, you just smell your hand and then move on. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, he's all right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And he goes to me and he's like, yeah, all right. And he went to the kid next to me and he stopped, went up the kid's arm, sniffing all the while, and then starts playing with the kid's hair. And this poor kid, he's like, oh, he's shaking. And then the elephant goes, yeah. He's all right, too. I just smelled something. He's all right. Everybody's okay here, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah. You had to pass it. Women and children only. No men could ride the elephant.
All right.
Apparently, the elephant was male and had a male trainer, but, that was it. And my mom asked him, has any kid failed the test? And he said the only ones were boys that were too old for the elephant. They look real scrawny, but they're 12 or 13 really. So that's too old for them.
Oh, okay.
And I remember that more than being on top of the elephant. Being on top of the elephant, I was like, wow, I am so much closer to the sky. Look, I am.
I remember I walked further away from the ground. That's the way I remember it.
I love being on eye level with trees. That's how an elephant sees a tree. He's on eye level with that motherfucker.
I was a tree climber when I was a kid.
So when are you guys going to do a collab?
got any material? That's the thing.
Well, I don't know.
Stumping it on here, isn't it?
Feral treats. I got the feral treats. Feral
That's
treats.
an idea.
So, Blue, why did Steve kick you out of the community? What was his fucking problem?
There was a post about circumcision, and I lose my temper real quickly on that issue. And, and I said to whoever it was, Brenda or whatever, I was like, no, this is it. I hope you get cancer and die. I can't believe, we had gone back and forth, and Steve was like, that was it. And he tossed me from the group. I don't have any ill feelings towards the boy. No, it's all right. I have a harsh temper. I understand. But I do wonder, I have to say, if it has anything to do with my real harsh disapproval of circumcision, mutilating the genitals of children. Obviously, that don't happen in Kiwi land, does it? I don't think so. Apparently.
Fuck, it does, but not in the same way that it happens over there. Did you read my post on that hangout video?
Oh well, since I'm gone, I ain't reading nothing.
But I wrote a post because I missed the hangout because, of course, it was on too early for me to actually be up and awake.
And I told Steve, I was like, listen, I'm not joining that fucking hangout because I'll lose my temper real quick. And, and then it happened before the hangout even started, on the promotional thing. But there are a few things where I brook no debate. There is no debate, and I won't have one, and I won't degrade anybody else or what's actually going on by stooping to have a debate. You want to talk about politics or science or all these other things, that's fine. But, Sandy Hook denial and cutting on the genitals of children, there is no debate. I will not have one. And I know lots of people feel differently, and that's not a good way to win hearts and minds. But
one thing that was getting me about it is they were justifying it with, it's better for men's health, it's better for this and better for that, and everything that I looked into, all the claims. When I started studying the claims that were made, I was like, no, that's bullshit. You're stating that this is better. What about the kids that die? 117 little boys die in America every year due to circumcision. Oh, that's a worldwide statistic. No, it fucking isn't. That's an average over the last 50 years in America. For fuck's sake, stop bullshitting about it.
And
kids are dying.
Forgive me, PvP. One child dead of it is too many.
It's too many.
Exactly. We can start right there. Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on. I got to get some fresh air. See, I'm getting emotional already. I'm sorry, Johnny. I gotta take a break.
Oh, sorry. That was me. It's because you weren't talking, Tim. You've got.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, we were just talking about fucking circumcision.
Oh,
Because that was why he got kicked out of the Great Debate community. And because I asked Steve, and he was like, "Oh, it's because he threatened someone." And it's like, I was part of the conversation when Blue threatened this guy Ricardo, but said in the threat, he said, "Oh, I'm going to stab you." Just joking. It wasn't a threat. It was, it was stupid, and it pissed me off. And that's what Steve quoted as the reason for kicking him out of the community. I was like, that's bullshit. Oh, wow. So it looks like drug offences in New Zealand have gone down heaps. Just looking at the prison stats, because I brought them up when we were talking about it a few minutes ago. And it is mostly violent offences. 38% of prison population now is violent offences.
in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like our prison system at all. Yeah, well, yeah, they can't they don't count that as a violent offense, though, do they?
Sorry?
You're not getting a violent offense against you, are you?
No.
Shit, well, there's a good deal there then.
I doubt if I'll get anything. But they might come through and search my house, and then they might come back and search it again at some other day. The thing is, I don't know if the neighbours told my police officer that she couldn't contact me.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Getting kind of tired now, actually. I've been burning the midnight oil a little bit today.
What is the time over there? It must be about 11. Is that right?
9:15 actually.
Oh, okay. You're only.
But I'm getting one of them running out of gas days.
Yeah. I've had a lot of those lately.
There's my baby right there, my Polly Smith. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn in, Phil.
Time to turn in.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Cool. Good to chat.
What's that?
I'll catch up with you sometime soon. Take it easy.
Yeah, cool, man. It's cool chatting with you.
Always good to chat with you. Yeah, I'll have to do something about this camera and set up and this half done channel that I can't be fucked doing anything about. I have to get my shit together and put something actually up.
Look, yeah. Doesn't matter. I like looking at your avatar too.
Oh, that's my depressed avatar.
It's awesome.
I was going to flick it over so you guys could see what I look like. I don't know if that goes through or not. Is that a different avatar for you?
That?
No. Still the same one.
Yeah.
Oh well. Next time.
I used to have a riding lawnmower, but all right, man. I'm gonna hit the hay.
Okay, have a good sleep.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yep, I'll catch you later. So
Rock on, man.